Welcome back. Okay, so this is part 3 of my Meps video. And why waste time? You're already this far along, so let's get into it. If you have not watched part 1 and 2, stop this video right now and go watch it. Like, why would you start at part 3 when I watch 1 and 2? So if you have not watched those yet, go ahead, pause this, start with part 1. So I left part 2 off talking about the hearing test. So I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, I had to look at my notes, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the urine test. Y'all, the urine test, okay, I don't know how it is at other Meps, but in Charlotte, it's like a bathroom. Not really. It's like a little room. And it has one stall with no doors on it. Not a single door. Not a single door. And in the corner, there's a window where the lab is. So where they're drawing blood and everything. And so, of course, you're going to be watched using the bathroom. So I had someone in there with me. Of course, there was staff, or she was stationed there, works there. I don't know, maybe I should have asked her. She was really nice. But she was one of the sergeants there, and she was making sure that I peed in that cup, and it's just really, it made me nervous. Okay, so I had to pee already, but when you have someone like this looking all in your crotch, it makes you a little nervous to pee. And then I could hear the people in the lab talking, so that also did not help because she was standing right at the window. So if she would just look to her left, she would have saw me looking like a dog trying to poop. Like, you know how dogs, when they poop, they make eye contact with you? Like, yeah, that's what we had going on. And then another girl walked in, and like we just made eye contact. Like, I'm sitting there squatting with a cup, and another girl just busts in there, and we make eye contact, and then another staff member that works there peeked in the door, had the door like kind of open. So I'm like, y'all, there's a nap. So I'm sitting there with a cup, squatting, trying to pee, with the sergeant looking at me in my crotch like this. The door open, someone hanging out of it. Y'all, hang on, I gotta get this. It's getting on my nerves. But I had the sergeant staring at me like this, watching me pee, someone with the door open, and there's people out there, someone with the door open, another girl that's in the Meps process with me, looking at me, a girl in the window, like a clear window, and there's guys on the other side of her. Like, there was just a lot of people that could hear or potentially see me using the bathroom. So yes, it made me a little nervous. I sat down. I had to sit down because squatting, like, I just could not get anything done. Like, I had to sit down because I could not even focus. And it took me forever. Like, it was the most awkwardest thing ever. Anyways, so when you finish, I had to set the cup on the floor and put the lid on it. And don't flush the toilet. So I couldn't flush the toilet or wash my hands. As soon as I put the lid on it and set it on the floor, I had to take it right over to the girl, and she did the pregnancy test and the drug test, of course. Of course, your girl passed. Yay. And then once I did that, the sergeant flushed the toilet for me. I washed my hands, wiped them off, left. There's not much to that. It's just that there were just a lot of people in there while I was trying to take my urine sample test. And it's not like a little stall. Like, it's like one huge stall. It's like the handicap stall with no doors on it. So I don't even know why they just don't put a toilet in the corner, because what are those doors? What are those two little side doors hiding? Nothing. So I did that, and then I went to lunch. Lunch was okay. I wasn't expecting it to be the best thing in the world. It's just like I had a turkey sandwich, a banana, cookies, and yeah. But I didn't want to eat too much, because I had still haven't done my height and weight, and like I figured I'd be pushing weight, so I didn't want to eat too much. And then I went and had my blood drawn. It's exactly what you think it is. They're only going to take one little tube, so don't stress it. It's not bad at all. So they're just going to take one little tube of blood, and like that's the end of that. Okay, that is the end of the blood drawing. And then I had the notorious physical. Yay. Okay, Okay, so I've had a baby, of course, so I have like stretch marks and a little mom belly where I have like a little loose skin, so I know I don't like for that to be out. So I personally brought panties, undergarments or whatever from Walmart, and they were high-waisted, so they came like all the way to my belly button, and like they covered all my butt cheek. Like, y'all, when you go to Meps, do not wear a thong, do not wear a G-string, do not wear nothing lacy, because you're going to be doing a duck walk in front of other people with just underwear and your bra on. So, hey, do not wear the lace panties, guys. Wear full coverage. Like, why do you want your butt cheeks out? Like, come on. So, I brought those, and I had a matching black bra. And we just had to do like simple exercises where, you know, you had to touch all your fingers. The duck walk, which I don't know why people stress it. It's not that hard. Just like hold it in your core. It's okay. Sorry, guys. So just hold yourself up in your core. Like, it's not that bad. And then you just have to do different things, like walk on your tiptoes, do like a little fast walk. It is not that hard. And then I don't know about other Meps centers again, but we watched a video prior to the doctor coming in, so we got to practice the exercises before he even came. So it wasn't that bad. And he looks at your spine and things like that. So after I did that, I went in and had my one-on-one physical. When I tell you I've never had a physical so thorough, okay? Like, he would ask about every single thing. Like, the doctor even looks like under my feet. Like, what are you looking for exactly? I don't know. But he looked under my feet, and I'm flat-footed, but of course, that is no longer a military disqualifier, as long as it's asymptomatic, I believe, which means like they have no symptoms, like your feet never hurt you. And I mean, I used to cheer in high school and run track, so I was always on my feet anyways, and I did it in college. So I just don't have any problems with my feet, my flat feet, I guess. Like, I can't help it. Some people just born with it, I guess. I don't know. But it's not that bad. Like, if you've ever had an OB appointment, I mean, he's not gonna go like inside of the vaginal canal, but he's gonna look at it. He had a flashlight, and he like looked at literally every single part of my arms. And like I have like some discoloration on my forearms. I don't know if you can see it or not, but he was just like, how'd you get that? And I was like, well, I've always had it. And he was like, okay, that's normal. You know, it's just some discoloration of the skin. It happens. Something you can't like do anything about. And they just they look at everything. They look in your mouth, check your ears. I think with Air Force, they check your ears a little harder because they have to make sure that, you know, when you're going to be in such an incline or whatever. And with the Air Force, I did have to read an extra paper. And the paper, so they can know that you can communicate and talk. And, you know, because you're going to be on aircrafts or whatever. You might, I don't know. But it's just something the Air Force requires. And, like, it didn't make sense. It would be like, my grandpa likes to wear a jacket. My granny is blue. The house I live in is yellow. Yesterday, I went to eat a banana. Like, I was reading it. And, you know, when you kind of read something, you're trying to make sense of it. It made no sense. So, but I was reading it. I did fine. You have to say it in, like, a monotone voice. You know, loud and clear. And I had to do it with the mask on, so that was a little extra obstacle. And I had to do the duck walk and the physical and blood drawn and the eye test and the hearing test, all that with this mask on. So if you're going during Corona time, just be prepared to wear that mask the entire time. It wasn't bad. Like I said, he just looks at every single thing of you. He looks at your toes, your fingers, if you name it, he's going to look at it, okay? He's going to look at it. So just be prepared to look at it. And just be prepared to just go in there with an open mind. And just know that they're not doing this because of their sexual pleasures. They're doing this because they need to make sure you're healthy. Like, they do a breast exam and everything. Like, they need to know you're healthy enough to serve the country. So just go in there with that mindset and you'll be fine. I skipped a part. So I had my eye exam as well. It's like a regular old eye exam. I don't know if it's just for Air Force, all the branches, I don't know. But I had to do a colorblind test, and it's like, then it'll be like the number 37 in red, and it'll be on like a blue background. And you just have to make sure you can see the colors. So it wasn't nothing major. And then, you know, the typical cover this eye, cover that eye. They check your eye pressure, and you have to do depth perception. A lot of people stress about it. I don't know, maybe I just have good depth perception, but for me, like, I got them all right. And I guess that's how I qualified for the job I got. But for me, like, I got them all right. I didn't find them very hard, because they just don't rush it. Like, just take your time, like, put your eyes on it, focus, and then you'll be fine. So sorry, I did that before I did my physical. But once I did all my duck walking, he did all my personal biz. He called back in the room, signed a bunch of papers, looked at him, was like, congratulations, you qualified to serve. I'm like, I don't know, like, you have this long day from 5 a.m. until like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and like, you're just being put to the test like the entire time. And to hear like you qualified at the very end, like, that was just like a really successful feeling for me. I was over the moon, excited. Okay, so I just went, checked out at the Air Force Station. He was like, can you lift 70 pounds? I was like, yeah. He was like, cool. And then that was it. I took my little name tag off, gave it to the front desk. He was like, all right, you're good to go. Get your belongings, head out. Like, that was, for me, that was just a good feeling. Like I said, you just been through that long day. And to finally know that you qualify, like, it's just a good feeling. So I texted my recruiter, and I finally got to select my job. Yay. I picked, someone insert a drum roll, please. I don't know if I can do that or not, because it's my first video. But if not, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I picked Aerospace Medical Service, which is 4NOX1. Yes. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically like an like an LPN / like an EMT, but I'm going to be on planes. So I sadly have to do another physical July 18th, 2020. I have to do a flight physical. The recruiter told me that I would be like flying planes, but I don't know about all that. If you know much about the Aerospace Medical Service, like, comment below. Okay, she said she was gonna put me with the guy that's over the guard for that job in Charlotte, but he hasn't contacted me yet. She said, I think he's out of town or something like that, but he's gonna give me more insight about the job, what it's gonna require, and I'm gonna give you that's a whole nother video. Just want to let you know, that's a whole nother video. So yes, so I will be back with another video, of course. Probably won't be military related. I probably won't do another video until I take my flight physical on July 18th. And yeah, so until then, y'all take care, and make sure you subscribe, hit that bell button below so you can get a notification anytime I post a video. Until then, see y'all later.